I am who God says I am. I am DBanks, your transition coach, and I just want to talk to you today about the vision that God has given you, the vision that you have allowed people to talk you out of because it does not look like what you look like today. Hear me now. Please hear me now. When God gives you a vision or a glimpse of your future, you have to guard it and protect that with your life. Hear me now. I'm telling you, please hear me now. It is so important. In my 20s, sitting in the garage of a job that I worked at around wealthy attorneys, and I was on my lunch break. And on my lunch break, God gave me a vision of me speaking on the stage. I was so caught up in the vision that I was crying. The words that were coming out of my mouth, I was caught up and I was crying. But what ended up happening was I ended up telling that vision to the wrong people. And I talked myself right out of the vision because they saw me in my current position. You crazy. God ain't called you to do that. Really? Seriously? No. Your messed up, broken self, he has not called you to do that. Sorry. You have to really protect what God has given you. I didn't pick that vision back up again until I was in my 40s, 40 years old. The vision was given to me in my 20s, but I didn't walk back in it until my 40s. And had I not, look at all those years that I did not walk in the vision because I listened to what people were saying. I even listened to the limiting beliefs in my own mind, and I didn't walk in the vision at all. I listened to Miss Davita, Prophetess Davita Smith this morning. Oh my gosh, she brought a word. You need to go to my Facebook page. I shared it on my page. You need to listen to it. It was a right now word. And after listening to that word, I was getting ready for a meeting I have to go to today. And God was reminding me of the vision I just told you about. He was reminding me of that. Joseph did the same thing. I talk about Joseph only because I can relate to Joseph. Joseph told his vision to the wrong people, and it took years before he walked into his vision. It took me years until I walked into my vision. It doesn't matter if your vision scares you and that your vision is too big for people to understand. It was not given to them. Your vision was given to you. God gave it to you. And you have to guard it with your whole heart, even if you don't even believe you belong there. Even if you don't believe you belong in that position. Hear me now. Protect that. It doesn't matter if you don't sound like the next person. It doesn't matter if you don't look like the next person. It doesn't matter what people say. Your vision was given to you to hold on to and to protect. God knew when he gave it to you that you weren't even prepared for it. God knew when he gave it to you that you were not in it. But he understood that you will grow into it. If you trust him enough and walk out the process with him enough, you will get it. But if you look at the vision he has given you and you scare yourself, and you say, oh, well, no, God, no, my messed up self, he could not have given it to me. That was a daydream. No, it wasn't a daydream. It wasn't. I'm going to speak to your giant. No, it was a vision that God had given you, and you need to own the vision, even if it scares you. Do you not think that when God gave me that it didn't scare me? It still scares me now. But guess what? As long as God is on my side and as long as God is walking this out with me, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm also okay if people don't think I belong in it. That's your opinion. But I am who God says that I am. And you have to stand up in yours and say that you are who God says that you are. Not what man says, not what family says. Family may not understand what you got. Listen, I allowed my family and people close to me and what they thought I should be doing to really hinder me. And then I took on that belief and I started saying, well, maybe they're right. Yeah, maybe I am messed up. Maybe I made too many mistakes, that I'm not worthy for God to use me. Yes, I am. And yes, you are worthy. There is no perfect person in this world. He without sin cast the first stone. I promise you, they can't pick it up. I promise you, if you shine the light, if God took a flashlight and shine the light on their lives, you'll see a whole bunch of mistakes they made too. They just tend to have gotten amnesia on their mistakes. So I'm telling you today to please pick up that vision that God has given to you. It doesn't matter how big it is, how scary it is. If he gave it to you, he has equipped you to do it. Hear me now. If he has given it to you, he has equipped you to do it. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right to hear what all these people are saying. Your focus should be tunnel vision on what God has given you, and know that he will order your steps along the way. And I promise you, with God, you cannot fail. With man, you'll fail every time. But with God, you cannot fail. Giant, I speak to you. Rise up and walk in your vision. Do not allow your fears to paralyze you. Rise up and walk in your vision. Come forth, giant. Rise up and walk in your vision. And I promise you, you will be blessed. Somebody needs what you have to say. Somebody needs the services that you have to give. Somebody needs your creativity. Rise up and walk in it today. Please share this. I hope this has blessed you. It has blessed me, because I have to constantly remind myself, coach myself to say, you know what? This may be hard. The struggle is real, but I am who God says I am. Have a blessed day.